Hello, 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 my lovely, lovely friends. Thank you for joining me here on A Journey in Light. My name is Joy. Hello. Today we are doing one of my favorite readings to do, which is the week ahead video. What can you expect in the week ahead? I think these are kind of fun, a little more lighthearted, and just a lot of good reminders come through in this reading. And I try to do it every week and release it on a Sunday or a Monday. So I have 3 piles for you guys today, and we kind of have a rose theme going on. So pile 1, we have this rose quartz angel. Pile 2, I actually have some dried tea roses that are, I'll show you guys, very, very lovely, that I always keep kind of within my collection of crystals. And then pile 3, I have this chunk of rose quartz. So take a deep breath, go with whichever pile you're drawn to the most. If you feel yourself being drawn to more than one pile, feel free to watch all the piles. You could have a big week, or there just could be something else in another pile that you needed to hear. The timestamps will be in the description box below. Just open up the box, click on your timestamp. It'll take you right to your spot in the reading. Sometimes people, if they can't decide, they will go by whatever the timestamp is. Something about the number will mean something to you. Okay, so again, pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. I'll leave these up for a moment, and then I will see you guys at your pile. Thanks, guys. Hello, hello, my lovely friends for pile 1. You guys picked the rose quartz angel. So maybe you're like me and have affinity towards angels. All right, so we are going over what you can expect in the week ahead, things to keep in mind, things to watch out for. I do try to keep this more of a lighthearted, fun reading, but you know, whatever comes up, comes up. So we'll start with your tarot. What can pile 1 expect for this week? So you guys have the 7 of materials, which is the 7 of pentacles, and the ace of inspiration. So this week you could be finding yourself with these two together. Actually, I'm kind of read them together. I think you're going to be investing into things that kind of light you up. You could have a new beginning, a new creative beginning, something that's stirring the fire within you this week. With this ace of inspiration is the ace of wands, and all our aces are a new kind of beginning or a fresh start in something. Something can be circling back around and kind of have just this new oomph to it. And with the 7 of Pentacles is very much about planting seeds, putting some work in, really investing your time and energy into something, or possibly investing your money into something. So this could be investing into a creative idea, a creative project, something that either is brand new or is being renewed with a sense of fire. Like you may have put something on the back burner for a long time, and this is the week. And if as I'm saying this, you're thinking about something, gosh, I've really been wanting to restart that project or pull something back out that's creative or something again that stirs your soul, and this is the week to do it. This is the week to put in that time, put in your efforts. I think it's just going to be like hand in hand, just blooming for you guys. So that's really cool energy to start off with. It might be a little messy. I just realized this girl has some pretty big boots on in this picture. So something about it, but I don't think messy in a bad way. It just means like you're going to be ready to get down and dirty and get right into the mud of this thing that you want to do. So really, really cool. All right. So next we have an animal spirit card. You guys have frog spirit, which is clear out the clutter. You may be physically clearing out clutter in your home. You also may be clearing out clutter in your heart. With all this green here, green is the color of the heart chakra. So you could be clearing out just old stagnant energy, old stagnant beliefs that you kind of held true in your heart, old stagnant feelings that are no longer serving you, and you're kind of be releasing all of that. If you feel like you need to do that and you're not sure how, I would suggest looking up a guided meditation that's like the heart chakra clearing meditation, or possibly just wearing green, eating green foods, things like that all kind of nurture the heart chakra. The color pink as well, which kind of goes hand in hand with our rose quartz. Or look into, green crystals, green or pink crystals, that kind of just nourish that spirit. But for some of you guys, this could be very tangible with the Seven of Pentacles coming up. That's very like actual tangible things in our lives. You could be just going through and getting rid of stuff, and maybe whatever that is, like if you don't know what this idea or this spark, or you feel like you're lacking spark in something, it may take decluttering your life, decluttering your room, decluttering like an area that maybe you once felt creative in or you want to use for your creative space. But clearing out the clutter can also just help like clear your mind. It's kind of hard to really do a lot, at least for a lot of people, me included, when things are just kind of a mess. But if you can clean things out, it kind of just gives you that clean slate and you feel fresh and you can be renewed and actually tune into those creative processes you have without being like sidetracked by all the mess that's around. So clearing out clutter is big, either tangible or emotionally. Maybe also detoxing. Maybe some of you guys might be deciding to change some things that within like eating habits, drinking habits, something that you want to just also detox and declutter your internal body as well. You guys have shining through. Where is my book for this? I apologize. I don't look at these before, and I'm sparking some intuitive stuff, but I feel like I need to read just the key concepts. So the key concepts of this card are self-expression without filters or masks, authentic communication, being proud of who you are, shining in the world, and refusing to make yourself small just to belong. So this is a week to really let yourself shine, let your authenticity shine, really just don't dull yourself to fit in, don't shrink yourself to fit in. This is a week of just divine inspiration too, with the way this is kind of, flowing out of her head. It's just like almost inspired kind of feeling. And then you're going to be inspiring from the inside out, just shining through, guys, this week. Oh, and the card is shining through. So yeah, it's just your guys' week to shine. It's going to be very successful. Whatever you put your efforts into, I think you're just going to start just falling right in place. I haven't pulled these cards out in forever, but they're really fun. So you guys have Leonard Rohrlot. It says, be brave enough to become who you were always meant to be. Yeah, those kind of go hand in hand. This whole thing is like really stepping into your own power, into everything that you're meant to shine. Like, don't be the cowardly lion. Be bold and realize that, you always had the courage inside of you. You always had that, everything you needed within you. And it's time to like let that like burst out this week. So for self-care, you guys have journal. So you may be feeling inspired to journal. Some of you guys, this came up last week too. Some of you guys may be actually writing a book or writing poetry, but I feel like as an intent to publish it. So it's really just to get inspired. And if you're having a hard time figuring out what inspires you, maybe you're being guided also with this card to write it all down, get it all out, as crazy as it seems. If you've never done automatic writing, you're also being guided to do that as well, or look into that if that clicks something in your mind as I say that. So basically you kind of get in a meditative state, and either while your eyes are closed while you're meditating, write, like have a piece of paper and pen, actually write down anything that pops in your mind, or after you're done meditating, just write it out. And I mean, whatever comes to mind. It can be like, buy eggs at the grocery store. I mean, but whatever, that's not your inspiration. But what I'm trying to say is whatever comes out, regardless if it makes sense or not, write it down. And then, kind of go back and like look at everything you wrote. Because when you're writing in a automatic writing, you're just letting it pour out. Don't pay much attention to what it is that you're writing, and then kind of go back and reread, because I promise you'll find nuggets of like inspiration within there, or surprising things that you needed to know. Another thing, if you're having a hard time figuring out a problem, it's good to actually write that question out on the top of the page, and then kind of get in a meditative state, and then like be thinking about that question and whatever that is that you're trying to figure out, problem, whatever, that you need solutions to, and then, write all your answers out, and you'll be surprised what comes up. It's a really, really cool technique to use. Then for your angel answers. Okay, I can't help but to laugh. I told you guys, I really do not look at these. Meditation brings answers. So yeah, thank you, angels, for that. It's exactly what I was just saying. All right, I literally have chills on my arms from that. So I love when that stuff happens. Okay. Anywho, I don't even know if you guys get how fun that is for me when that happens, because I do not look at these. Wow. All right. So yes, like I was saying, meditation is going to bring you those answers that you want. If you don't want to journal, even though I feel really strongly that that's going to be an important part, or a missing piece to the puzzle, go into your meditation with whatever that issue is, or that thing you need solution to. Just say out loud, this is what I need help with, and just let everything go. Let it all go. And then when stuff just all of a sudden starts popping up, and be mindful, if it's coming and it feels good and a high vibration, that's your higher self. If it's coming in like fear and anxiety, that's your ego. Definitely let those things go. Don't hold on to those inspired ideas, because fear holds you back. Love brings you forward. So look for those answers that feel love and feel high vibe. And that's kind of how you'll know what is really inspired versus what is your ego and fear that's trying to hold you back. So, all right, before I get into the love section, I wanted to pull a couple cards. So we're going to pull a See Melodies card. Just another little reminder for pile 1 for the week. What else do they need to know? Direction. Trust your inner compass and you'll find your bearings. Yeah, you guys have a week of like everything you need is within you kind of thing. And this is the week to allow it to unlock. So, the 7 of materials also could be going within. We do have this kind of void behind her here. So this may be just going within and putting this intention and effort into your internal self. Your internal workings, and all this stuff will start coming because your soul knows for sure. I want to pull some. These are law of attraction cards. So for pile 1, for their law of attraction this week, what do they need to focus on? Daily habits, self-care, morning and evening success routines, make healthy choices, cumulative effects, and subliminals. So these are, being mindful to get your daily habits. So if you want to make a habit of meditating daily, or, when you first wake up in the morning, saying your affirmations in that space where like waking up, like a couple minutes after you wake up and the couple minutes before you fall asleep are really powerful times, because you're kind of in this theta state, which is like a meditative state, to really manifest things that you want. So, and setting intentions for your day. So be very mindful what you do when you first wake up. Like if you find yourself starting to worry or stress about the day, trying to be like, okay, we're not doing this for the next 5 minutes. We're thinking about all the positive intentions we want to set for our day and things like that. And then going to bed, for me, I always try to practice gratitude at the end of the day. It's easy to kind of find yourself reviewing all the things that you didn't like about your day or didn't go right, or the stress that you have, and switch that to gratitude and just try to think about every single thing that you're grateful for as you fall asleep. Or if you're having a hard time falling asleep because you're being anxious or thinking about those kind of things, switch that mode. And how you switch that is gratitude. You can't be anxious when you're being grateful. You can't be fearful when you're being grateful. So just, instead of counting sheep or numbers, count all the things you're grateful for. Even if you just have to be like, I'm thankful to be laying in a bed right now. I'm thankful for that air in my lungs. I'm thankful for being able to eat today. Even if you have to get super simple, or just saying, I'm thankful for Joy telling me to do this week. No, I'm just kidding. But just little, it doesn't have to be huge, massive, like life-changing things to be grateful for. Be grateful for every little small thing, and I'm telling you, it'll shift and change so much in your life. Gratitude is such a huge key in that. So, all right, let's go into love. So you guys have playfulness, to reciprocate, or to recapture romance. Allow your inner youthful spirit to shine. So you're being guided to make sure you're being playful. Don't be so serious about everything. Life isn't meant to be serious, but it is if we make it. But it also can be playful if we make it. So just have a little more fun when it comes to any areas of love. That can be romantic love, friend love, family love, just anything that you love. Try to be playful about it. And then for your love compass card, you guys got forgiveness. It says your heart needs to be in the communication of forgiveness. Fully forgive yourself and others. Forgive yourself for past mistakes and guilt. Forgiveness will allow you to move forward and heal. It will create more space for love in your life. All right, so for all the elemental signs, I'm going to pull love messages. So if you're dealing with an earth sign, what would the earth sign want to say? So this is a love message, and this is only if you're dealing, I'm going to go through all of them. So for anyone in pile 1 dealing with an earth sign, they want to say, I smile whenever I get a message from you. All right, if you're dealing with a water sign, what does that water sign want to say? There's just something about you I'm scared to lose because I know I won't find it in anyone else. Pile 1 people that are dealing with a fire sign, what do they want to say? I'm addicted to the way I feel when I'm thinking about you. All right, let's do, last but not least, that air sign, pile 1. I don't care how hard being together is. Nothing is worse than being apart. All right, now we're going to move into letters and charms. I almost lost my zodiac dice today, guys. It went rolling off and I could not find it, but I found it, so yay. All right, so for this could be someone that you're dealing with heavily this week, romantically or just in general, or the energy of this sign. So you guys have Virgo. So you could be dealing with a Virgo, or that earthy kind of just making lists, planning things out, things like that. So letters, or you could be a Virgo. All right, so for letters, these can be someone's initials. Sometimes they spell words. Sometimes they're a place that's important to you. So for letters, we have S, we have L, an S, an S, an I, a U, and a Y. So feel free to make, we got sis in there. Hey, sis. So someone's sister could be important this week. I love you, love you. Or yeah, I love you is here. So it's, all right. Anyways, you guys like to make words out of that. So there is your letters. And let's pull some charms for pile 1. What else do they need to know? Keep in mind. What's going on in their week, please, guys. Let's see. Boop. All right, you guys have a 5 and a 4, which equals 9, which just reminds me of a whole saying that I'm going to say. So sometimes when we're trying to approach something, maybe this idea that you're trying to get to, there may be a message here, and hopefully you guys will get what I'm about to say in a minute. So sometimes when we're trying to reach a solution, we know what we want, but we forget there's other ways to get there. So there's this saying that 5 plus 4 equals 9. Very true. But so does 3 plus 6, so does 1 plus 8, so does 7 plus 2, and so on. So I guess the point with that whole thing is there's always lots of different approaches to get somewhere, and they may be different, and they might not be your way of getting there, but you know, just know that the solution you want, there's several different ways to get there. We have bullshit remover. So we got some BS remover coming this week. So some truths might come up that you might see through, or some BS might be clearing out of your life this week. So that's good. Oh, we have another letter. We have U. We have a magic hat. So something magical is going on for you guys this week. We have this little leaf here. So something new is coming. You know, you guys did have that Ace of Wands. So something new, something refreshed, something is coming to life here. We got this little robot with a heart. I just heard mechanical heart, but I don't know. There's could, and now I'm getting the whole like Wally and Eva kind of thing. So that also might be important. Someone may use that Wally and Eva connection as might be important to them. But I just feel like, things with love may feel a little mechanical this week, but they're still going forward. So, or you may be dealing with someone that you feel like approaches love in a very robotic way. So that's there. And then we have a dragonfly, which I didn't realize on the back said blessed until it came up upside down today. So it's going to be a week of blessings. This is a nod to the light workers here, as well as past loved ones a lot of times show up in dragonfly. So keep an eye for that. So there you go, pile 1. Hopefully this helped. Hopefully you got a lot of insight here. Again, this is one of my favorite readings to do, and I love that it's starting to get a little more popular than just the love readings, because it's just really, really fun, and I enjoy doing it, and energetically it's much easier for me. So as always, I appreciate you guys being with me and here and taking your time to spend it with me. Always a blessing. So thank you guys so much, and I hope you have a lovely week. Bye guys. That was fun. If anyone's sitting there, that's a great pile. I'm gonna claim this pile as my own. Really enjoyed that a lot. All right. Check on my kiddo on the monitor. I have a sick kid, guys. My other kid is at my mom's. Mom usually helps out when I have to do readings, but I didn't want to. My other one just wanted to be home. So she is out there watching Monsters, Inc. if you hear that in the background. But I have a monitor on her and I can watch her like a hawk. So, and I will pause the video and edit if I have to go take care of her in the moment. All right. But when my daughter is around, since you guys like when I talk in the middle, like my oldest daughter has a rare neurological disorder, and I like to think she's an angel stuck in a human's body that's kind of here to observe. So whenever she's around and I do readings, because I typically don't do readings with my kids here, definitely can't do it with my 4, almost 5-year-old, because she'll be in here every 5 seconds trying to talk to me. But my oldest, the angel that she is, whenever she's around and I'm doing stuff like this, or if I decide to like meditate in her room, it's just a whole different level. So she's definitely, I think, a high vibe being, and maybe that's why she's not allowed to talk, because she'll tell me all the secrets. So that's a little insight to my daughter and my world, guys. All right, so we're about to start pile 2. Hello, my lovely friends for pile 2. You guys picked this little collection of tea roses that I always have within my collection. I just really like tea roses. I don't know if anyone else does. I like roses, but I love roses actually. I like white roses. I like all roses. What can I say? But I love tea roses because a lot of them tend to have like different coloring and then different tips. Talking way too much about tea roses. Anywho, so that's the pile you guys picked. So we are going over what you guys can expect this week. This is one of my favorite readings to do. So let's jump right in. We'll start with your guys' tarot. Oh, snap. Okay. You guys have 2 king cards. So we have the king of, well, in this deck, it's called the Muse of Materials and the Muse of Emotions, which is the king of pentacles and the king of emotions. So this is a week where you're going to feel very solid in your financial standings, in your physical life, possibly work as well, and also your emotions. So I feel like your life and what you're driving you, what you love about life is really going to be hand in hand, feeling very, very solid this week. I love these cards because there's so much in them. There's actually someone in a little boat, like canoeing. So someone may actually also be like going boating this week, or on a kayak, or in a canoe, or fishing here. And with this, the way it's done, like these 2 muses here are drinking from their own cup. So I feel like everything you need, it's like one of those weeks where you just like realize, or maybe like this journey has made you realize, or this journey of this life has made you, realize that everything you need is within you, and you can drink from your own cup and really lift yourself up, lift your spirits up. Everything you need is within you. So this is a very, very solid week of just feelings. You may also be feeling very solid in your relationships. Things could be solidifying there as well, being very concrete. For some of you guys, somebody may be getting, I don't know why this came up, but I'll say it. Someone may be getting like married or planning a marriage, or planning a connection that you guys are either moving it to the next level or really grounding it in some sort of commitment. So that's very interesting that just came through. All right, let's keep going. If anything else pops up, I will say it, but let's see what else you guys have. You have Badger Spirit. So we got this guy on here. I feel like these flowers, like these, are these the type of daisies, Susie, someone's probably going to say it. Anyways, I feel like that's important flower for somebody. But so the Badger Spirit is about being fearless and bold. So you're being, I think as you feel super secure in your tangible stuff, in your relations, in your heart, and your emotions, you're really going to feel super grounded to actually be bold and fearless in all the things that you want to do, all the things you want to go after. It's just a very strong feeling that's coming through for you guys. You guys just feel like, like I'm ready to take on the world. Everything I want is falling in place and I can just do anything. That is the energy that we're sitting in. So let's keep going and see what happens. Whoop, you guys got Burst of Magic here. So this week is just, there's going to be just, again, all the things are falling in place this week for you guys. And maybe you've been through a lot of mud. So we got a lotus here, and lotuses grow from the mud. And there's a lot of metaphorical kind of beautiful things that go with lotuses. So there's lots of layers that open up, all those things, similar to roses without the mud. But you guys are just, maybe you've been through some crap lately, but this is the week that it shifts. This is the week that you guys feel solid. This is the week that you feel like your emotions are evened out, and just all of a sudden, all that stuff you went through just seems to make sense and is just bursting to life this week. And you are just going to be feeling bold, like badass kind of feeling, and you're just gonna be ready to take everything on, and everything's just gonna be working. So that might be really refreshing for some of you guys to hear, like, finally I'm feeling stable and solid with all these things, and then the magic happens. Next, you guys have, if you stumble, make it part of the dance. So all those little things, oh, she's got a little rose, I think, oh, that might be a bell. Yeah, a little ballerina. So this week, some of you guys actually could be looking into dancing. I'm seeing people doing footwork tutorials on TikTok for some reason. But just know all those little like failures, those little fall downs, they were just part of the journey to get you here, and they don't have to be negative. So this is just a reminder to switch your thinking about those things that didn't work out, quote unquote, for yourself, or how you wanted them to work out. That just know that they were all part of each step to get you to where you needed to be. And again, this is the week that it all just clicks. All that stuff you've been through, you'll realize that, you know what, it's okay that it happened. It wasn't great. It might have been hard getting through that, but it put me exactly where I needed to be. And so that's part of your strength, is getting through those stumbles, those failures, all those little things. You realize how really strong you are, and you can conquer anything. And that's probably why you're feeling so bold this week. So for angel answers, you guys have forgiveness. So this may be a week that you're being asked to forgive somebody else. Someone may be asking for your forgiveness, or you may need to forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for being so hard on yourself, for all those times that maybe didn't go right and maybe you blamed yourself a little bit. It's time to just forgive yourself and move on. It's okay. You don't need to carry it anymore. You don't need to be mad at yourself. You don't need to carry the guilt. What happened is what happened, but it's time just to let it go and find the beauty in forgiveness. She's also got a lotus in her hand here too, as well. So for self-care, you guys are being asked to play. So be very playful. Maybe someone actually needs to go get on a swing and swing like a little kid. Find the fun in that. And whenever I get this card, I always see like people playing on playgrounds, or I always advise people, if you're driving and you don't have somewhere to go and you see a playground, hopefully without too many people so you don't look crazy, but who cares? If you see an open swing, I'm asking you to stop and go jump on that swing and find the joy in simple pleasures as you did, like you did when you were a kid. Mermaids might be important to some of you guys as well. So it could be swimming. maybe doing something kind of crazy and being naked while you do it. I don't know, with this topless mermaid in here too. So just be playful. If things are getting too serious, just stop and find the play in things. Life is way too hard to be so serious about all the time. You got to find the fun. You got to dance through it. You got to play through it. All those things. All right, so I want to get a C melody card before we move into the love section. We're going to get a C melody card, a law of attraction card, and after the love section, we'll do our charms and letters. So, all right, so what else should pile 2? Keep in mind, you guys are getting 2. You guys have dive. You don't find pearls on the seashore, guys. So you're being reminded to take those leap of faith, dive into something. You know, being just stagnant isn't getting you what you want. Sometimes you have to go after it. And that badger spirit being here, I think you're going to have the courage to go and do it. Then you guys have chance. It says, allow the sea to wash its chest of wonders ashore. You never know what the tide may bring. And then you get to dive into it. So just a lot of good stuff is going to be happening this week. But, you know, take a chance, dive in, really go after the things you want. And then also allow the universe to surprise you a little bit. I think also things are just going to be coming to you. So you're going to be a little bit of going after things, but also like magic. You know, you guys just had that burst of magic. There's going to be something that just comes to light that is just really, really super awesome for you guys this week. Let's do our law of attraction card. What does pile 2 need to keep in mind for law of attraction? Whoop, you guys got 2. You guys got 2, man. All right, you guys got say affirmations. So you're being guided to use your affirmations or continue to use them. It says state as I am manifesting. So instead of saying I want this, you say I am this or I have this. Speak in your manifestations and your affirmations as if they're already truths. That will bring them in faster instead of like, oh, I want this for myself. Well, then you're still just putting out the I want in the universe. You need to put out the I have. And then that's what draws these things to you when you're manifesting. So manifesting happens in the present tense, in present life. Believable to you. So you also have to believe it. Speak it as if you believe it. And then how to manifest. State thoughts, I am, I have. This is just what I just said. I love that. Believe, feel having it, inspired action, know it's done, have fun, align, and receive. So yeah, you're learning how to manifest. Maybe that little tip that you weren't doing, that maybe that was your missing tip that I just said. Maybe you already knew that, continue to do it. And then look into manifesting this week. If you have never really looked into affirmations or manifesting, this is the week to really start getting to that. All right, let's see what you guys have for our love cards. We have stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So again, that positive thinking, that speaking as if it is already a truth, like I have my ideal partner. I have the love of my life. I have the best relationship I've ever wanted right now, you know, those kind of statements. And then you guys have reconnection. This is a reconnecting or healing of a relationship. A connection is reigniting, rekindling, and reviving. This could be a relationship reaching a different level, which somebody, woohoo, got chills. Okay, somebody is definitely, I talked about that in the beginning. And I don't look at these beforehand. I just pulled them real quick, guys. So, yeah. This relationship could be reaching a different level. Expect a healthy shift, change, or growth. This may pertain to healing of family issues too. So, you know, not all love is romantic. Sometimes it is, you know, family or friend kind of love as well. Platonic. So things are just reconnecting and reviving for you guys. Let's get into letters and charms. See what's going on here. Let's pull your zodiac dice. So this could be someone that you're dealing with heavily this week. Could be love, could be just somebody else just heavy in your week, or the energy of the sign. So you guys got Sagittarius here, so a fire sign. So that fiery kind of awesomeness, or you could be a Sagittarius yourself. Let's see. Let's get your letters. Ooh. All right, we have a B, a D, a C. So we have B, C, D, an O, a T, and an X. I'll let you guys, this could be someone's initials, this could be a place, sometimes a spell stuff. Feel free to do what you want with those. And let's pull you some charms. So for pile 2, please, what else Can we tell them and let them know about their week? All right. Got this little doll that makes me think of my friend Ellen over at Juniper Moon Astrology. So the fact that this moon is right next to it, if she picks this pile, I will be so excited. I know she always watches these. All right, anyway, so sorry, we have the paper airplane. So for me, this feels like there's like some sort of message coming in for you guys. So that's really awesome. And I have this doll here, so it could be, you know, playing with friends. I have to throw out the antique doll. And if Ellen did pick this pile, I know she'll smile by that. This moon and the stars. So, you know, I'm pretty sure as I'm recording this, we have a lunar eclipse this week, but I know we have a full moon at the end of this week when I'm recording this. These are timeless, so, but just know the energy of that is here. But with this little star here, I feel like wishing upon a star under the moon is going to be very powerful for you guys this week. We have Always, which reminds me of Harry Potter, Snape and Lily, like he always loved her, always. So there's always this love. We have these two little swans here that kind of make this little heart. So yeah, it's just a very loving week. We have this guy with a sheet. So we have a ghost. So some of you guys may be ghosted this week. Someone may be coming back, or there could be a secret unfolding for you guys this week. You guys have bookworm. So a week of learning, maybe a time to just dive into a book, really just nourish that side of you. We have two white rabbits. So this one, a little cuter, kind of reminds me of that sun bunny loves you saying. And this white rabbit always reminds me of Alice in Wonderland. So, you know, that timing's just going to work out for you guys, and this feels very loving. A lot of the stuff is very loving for you guys this week. We have a white dove here, which is like that peace offering, extending an olive branch. We did have forgiveness for you guys, so someone could be coming in offering a peace, you know, offering or asking for forgiveness, and you're being guided to, you know, extend the olive branch, accept their apology, just go for peace this week. And then you have this this boat wheel here, the steering wheel to a boat. So you're going to be in charge of where your vessel is going this week. You're going to be seeing like your destination. You'll be on course. Things are just working out really, really well for you guys, pile 3 or pile 2. I'm really, really in love with this week. So I think you guys will be doing very, very well. So I'll let you guys look at those for a moment. And oh, I forgot one thing. I forgot something. Oh my goodness. Hopefully you're still there. I forgot to pull message cards from the zodiac elements. So if you're dealing with an earth sign, what does your earth sign love message want to say? So those for pile 2, dealing with earth sign. I forgot this section of the reading. I don't care how complicated this gets. I still want you. Okay, for those of you dealing with a water sign, you are so sexy. Woo woo. All right, those of you guys dealing with a fire sign, what do they want to say? Can you please forgive me? So maybe whoever's dealing with that fire sign is going to be coming in asking for that forgiveness, and you're being guided to offer that olive branch. For peace, go for peace. And last but not least, air signs. Those dealing with an air sign. I know I messed up and I did things that seems like I don't care. Blah, but trust me, you are my world. So they do care and you are their world. All right, guys, I'll end it now. Hopefully you guys still stuck around for that. I'm sorry I forgot to pull those ahead of time. And as always, thank you guys so much for spending your time with me. I'm glad that these readings, like this weekly reading, is getting a little more popular. It's one of my favorites to do, so I'm really thankful that more people are watching it, because it's really fun. It's a really great reading. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much, and I will see you in a future reading. Bye, guys. All right, guys. I know some of you guys sit in the in-between. I didn't have an in-between question. In between the last two decks, or last two piles, I just talked about my little daughter that's here. My oldest daughter. My youngest is at my mother's house. Sometimes my mom helps out when I need to get readings done and watches my girls on weekends or when I have them. But my oldest daughter has got a little bit of a cold, and I didn't want my parents to have to. They're older, so I just kept her here I dropped my youngest one off, but my oldest daughter is like a little angel stuck in a body that doesn't work. So she's got a rare neurological disorder. It's called Rett syndrome, if anyone knows what that is. And she is basically a silent angel. I won't get too much into Rett, but it's a very interesting disorder. I hate that it's happening to my kid. I know I'm putting a healthy, nice spin on it. It sucks. But I like to think that maybe she's just an angel that's observing us all here. And whenever she's here and I'm doing readings though, guys, like her energy is so beautiful. I feel like way more tapped into everything when my daughter's here. Sometimes I just go in her room when she's not here and meditate. I always just feel like I'm so much more connected. There's just something magical about my little girl, and she's amazing. So anywho, I need to take a sip of water. So that's my little knowledge about me. And don't worry, she is watching her favorite movie, and I have her on my monitor so I can watch her and I can hear her too. So if I have to stop and go out there and check on her, but right now she's been good. As long as she doesn't sneeze, then I'll have to go and wipe her nose, because she, again, has a body that doesn't work very well. So I have to take care of her. She's 100% dependent care. But put on a good movie, she's happy. She's watching Monsters, Inc. right now. So, and I can see her on her monitor and I can hear her. Okay. Thanks for listening. Hello, 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 my lovely friends for pile 3. You guys picked this really awesome rose quartz chunk. I love some rose quartz. Good stuff. One of my first crystals, I'll tell you a little inside thing. One of my first crystals was this guy. Little pocket, little kind of worry stone. And I always carried it with this and a piece of obsidian, which I don't see my obsidian right away. I always carried with me, and this was to remind myself to keep some love for myself. I have a tendency to give it all away. So rose quartz is really good for love, for self-love. I use it for self-love, just as a reminder that, you know, I'm just as important. I need to give some love to myself. Anywho, that's enough of that. So pile 3, what is going to go on this week? This is one of my favorite readings. I'm so glad you're sitting here watching it. I love these readings. So we'll start with your tarot. You guys have Awakening, which is the Judgment card. So it's that coming back to life. With this deck, I love this deck. This is the Muse deck by Chris Ann. This feels very much like a spiritual awakening. If you've been going through a little bit of the dark night of the soul, I think this is the week that, you know, things just start to clear. You start to see more clearly. You start to feel very good in your heart space, and things are illuminating this week. Things are reviving. You're seeing the truth. You're getting all the knowledge in this week. Then you guys have the Two of Cups, which is a soulmate card for me. But I'm not making this too lovey, but so Two of Cups, you know, it's that lovey energy, it's that partner kind of vibe card. It's a soulmate kind of card, but it's also just a balance in emotions and balance in love. So things are just going to be feeling very even, very fulfilled this week. Very enlightened. You guys are, yeah, a lot of enlightenment coming through kind of from this vibe. Maybe you'll be learning something new about a love situation that you're in. Something will be coming to light, and you'll be seeing the truth about a situation as well. So for your animal spirit card, you guys got Dolphin Spirit. This and that are true. So it's kind of like seeing the two sides of something. We also do have, oh, weird. Okay, I have to point this out. So the Awakening card is card number 20. We have a Two of Cups, and then we have card number 20. And I don't look at these before I pull them, so I'm kind of curious what the rest of them are, but I don't want to jinx myself on. It'll just be cool. We'll see. But I have to point that out. So we have 2, 2, 2 all the way across the board, because if you reduce 20 and reduce 20, they just reduced to 2. So you have 2, 2, and 2. So 2, 2, 2. If you see 2, 2 this week, like triple twos, that also might be a little nod from your angels, from your guides, that you're in alignment. That is a partnership number. It's just, okay, we might be doing love this week for pile 3. I feel like you guys are always a love pile. I try to keep it less lovey, but I mean, love is part of life. That's what we're here for. Anywho, so Dolphin Spirit. Also, I feel like dolphins are very, you know, they're said to speak telepathically to each other, so that could be some nods at that. But just know there's two sides of everything, to look at something from all angles this week, because this and that are true. There's always two sides to every story, and both are true to those people that are living them. So just be a little inclusive in your thinking about a certain situation this week, because there could be two sides and both those sides could be true. And perception's really big. So you guys have, 49, we didn't get a 20, but still, that would have been cool. Willing release. So this is a card about willingly releasing things that you've been holding on that no longer are needed. So all these little, when you blow one of these, you know, all the seeds go off. So, and you make a wish. So I feel like you're going to be releasing stuff and making this wish, and you're opening up space to allow beautiful things to come in this week. And it's just a good week to make a wish, to like just release something out into the universe and let it work its magic for you. What else do you guys have? You guys have Hector. Sorry. I'm excited. Okay. A new perspective can make the impossible possible. Like I was talking about perspective. So there may be a need to see something from a different angle this week, guys. This is a very hangman-like card. So you're being reminded, like, to see things new, but also with his message here is a new perspective can make the impossible possible. So you may be guided to look at something from a new angle. You may be getting new information and realizing that something you may have thought it would never happen really could happen this week. So this is just a magical feeling of just things really working out and just being surprised by life a little bit. So allow life to surprise you guys this week. That feels very big. Like, don't be too rigid in your manifestations. Like, if you like are wanting to be happy in life, almost say like, how good can it get? Like, tell the universe that. Instead of being like, I want this and this and this and this that you think will make you happy, go, you know what, universe, how good can it get? Can you show me how good can it get this week? And you may be surprised that some things that you thought were impossible for you and for your life or for your journey and for your love or whatever can start to happen once you kind of just give the universe full reign to make you happy. So just keep that in mind. All right, your angel answers. Abundance. So this is a week of just abundance. Could be financially, could be in love. Just a week of just things just working out and you feeling like joy from the inside out. Just feeling very abundant. So really, really good cards. Really good energy. And travel. You guys got for your self-care. So you're being guided to plan a trip, look into traveling, get out there and do the things that you wanted to do. Some of you guys may actually be looking at old travel pictures with this camera here. But I think really just planning to just go for it, even if you're just planning a day trip. Like, say you can't get away for some magical 2-week-long trip to the Mediterranean. Like, that's not in your wheelhouse. You can find some cool places to go to that are near you. Even if you Google what's within driving distance of me, that's cool. Like, people write amazing blogs for just like the locations you're in, of all these little things that you didn't know existed. Like, you can travel and it doesn't have to be this big expensive thing. You can travel and discover all kinds of amazing things within a short period of time from where you actually live, that you can find just as fulfilling and exciting if you can't physically go and spend the money on something. So keep that in mind. That might be your new perspective. You might say, man, I wish I could travel, but I just don't have the means and it'll never happen. Travel within your own little town. Like, there's cool stuff everywhere. Just, you gotta look for it sometimes. So yeah, but then some of you guys may be so abundant that you get to plan that big trip, and then please tell me where you're going. If you guys are planning a trip, a cool trip, please drop that in the comments. I'd love to hear where everybody's going. All right, so before I get into the love section, I want to pull some advice cards from the Sea Melodies first. So pile 3, what is their kind of advice? These are kind of advice cards. So let's see what the Sea Melody cards have for this for you guys today. Self-care. Drowning doesn't always require water. So be mindful. If you guys have been extending yourself too far, you're being guided to not drown yourself, because drowning doesn't always require water. Even though you have a lot of watery cards here, but make sure you're putting yourself in your own on your own importance list this week. Okay, so for the law of attraction cards, I forgot I had these, so I wanted to pull them out this week. So pile 3 for law of attraction, what do they need to know this week? Receiving or giving and receiving. Everything is energy, reciprocity, give, receive easily to others and yourself. Random acts of kindness. So you may be getting and receiving, some really cool things this week. If you tend to be a giver, sometimes we're not always the best at like receiving things back, but you're being guided to really open up, because that is an energy exchange. If you block people from also giving to you because they love that just as much as you do, you're blocking that cycle from continuing. So just give and receive openly this week, and also maybe perform a random act of kindness for somebody else. And also you may be getting a random act of kindness your week or as well. Someone actually may be getting something like in the mail, or I don't know why this popped in my head. Write a letter to a friend or a loved one and surprise them with an actual like snail mail letter, because no one gets those anymore. Like send your best friend, even if they live down the street, send them mail this week, and just kind of open up that whole like fun, exciting, like better than getting a bill in the mail kind of vibe. Making that mailbox an exciting place to be this week. But for some of you guys who could be getting a message, maybe not snail mail, email, text message from a loved one as well, with this little heart on here. But overall, giving and receiving are really important for you guys. All right, so for love, you guys have healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So there may be some inner child wounds going on this week. Maybe that's what you've been working on, and maybe that's what is coming to light. And healing some old wounds will open up like the energy flow. I feel like energy flow is big this week for you guys. Just in how you're perceiving stuff is really going to open up the abundance you're allowing to come into your life this week. So, but there could be a lot of family issues being healed, which is good. It's a good thing. And then you guys have embrace love. Make space for another. Did talk about that space thing. Accept the connection for what it is. Embrace new opportunities. Embrace the blessings around you. Allow yourself to be open and vulnerable. Through embracing vulnerability, you will find strength. Open your heart to accept and receive more love. So embrace love this week, guys. All right, so the elemental signs, messages for the different elements you're dealing with. So those in pile 3 that are dealing with an earth sign, what does their earth sign want to say? Pile 3's earth sign, please. I don't care how hard being together is. Nothing is worse than being apart. Those dealing with a water sign, please. Oh, that one. I wish we could be together right now. Those dealing with a fire sign. You mean more to me than you know. So you don't realize how much you do mean to this person. And then those dealing with the air sign. What does the air sign want to say? My heart never knew loneliness until you walked away. I'm missing you. All right, let's get into letters and charms. All right, so we'll pull a zodiac dice first. So this is someone that you could be dealing with. Zodiac sign. This could be romantic or just overall, or the energy of this sign this week. You guys have Cancer. So Cancer, you could be a Cancer. That watery kind of energy could be coming in for you guys this week. All right, so for letters. Whoa. Okay. I got a lot of letters. I'm expecting that. Didn't think I had that many in my hand. All right, so we have a D, R, R, T, E, G, U, and a Q. I'm not going to spend too much time spelling anything out, but these could be someone's initials, could be your initials, could be a location. I know they spell out words sometimes too, so there you go. Let's move on to charms. So pile 3, what else do they need to know about this week? What do they need to keep in mind? What else is going on? Oh, all right. Well, someone might be getting engaged or moving a relationship to the next level here with this engagement ring. We have star and sweet. So it's going to be a sweet week. Maybe some of you guys are also being guided to indulge a little bit. If you've been really strict, get something sweet, something like that. Wishing upon a star could be important coming through. So maybe some stargazing for you guys. We have the Eiffel Tower. So someone may be planning a trip to France. the key. We have a key here. Oh, we have the lighthouse. So I ordered these just to put in here. So the lighthouse for me, it's kind of like a light worker symbol. So this week you may be somebody's reprieve, as you standing there strongly in who you are and lighting a light. Someone that may need your help may find you. So you might be a guiding light for somebody this week. I love that. And you might just be shining light through the darkness, or for you, a light might shine through the darkness and you feel saved this week, or you finally find your footing, you know, with kind of what came up earlier. Like, you might be getting that light at the end of the tunnel if you've been through some stuff lately. We have this key. It's a really beautiful key. So yeah, some things are unlocking this week. You may be getting like that last missing piece to something. We have this little horse head, so some of you guys could be actually horseback riding. Horses are always kind of lucky for me. I grew up in Kentucky for a while, and I loved horses as a kid. So horses, but something it's very powerful about horses, and you also may be getting someone that helps you like find your balance this week, or someone that offers you strength, and also vice versa. You may be offering that to somebody else. We have a leaf here, so that's that sense of newness, that rebirth, that leaf coming in, turning a new leaf. We have the gear here, so you might be seeing behind the scenes of something, getting some internal or information that you might not have had before, that you can figure how something is working out. We have an elephant here, and its trunk is curled up, so that is a sign of luck. Also, elephants, when they pop up in these for me, are like a sense of nostalgia, because they say elephants never forget, and also a family kind of nod there. You guys did have healing family issues. And then we have the paperclip. So, you know, this kind of reminds me of like crossing all your T's. Make sure you have all your paperwork together. Make sure everything, you kind of are like collecting things together and keeping things kind of organized this week as well. So I think that's it. I'll let you guys look at those for a moment. Sometimes they mean something else to you. I always love that. Feel free to take your own interpretation on these. And thank you guys so much for being here with me. As always, this is one of my favorite readings. I'm so thankful that it's getting more popular. The more likes they get, the more comments these videos get, like the more they get shared. And yeah, so I really enjoy this reading so much. So thank you guys so very much. I hope you have the best week ever. Feel free to come back and let me know what goes on with your week. I always love hearing that as well. All right, guys, have a good one. Bye.